started charging my friends, and now they think I'm a monster. I'm really good at baking, like really good. About 6 months ago, I started bringing cupcakes to book club. Just something fun. Everyone loved them. No big deal. Then my friend Sarah asked if I could make a dozen for her kid's birthday. Sure, I made them, brought them over. She handed me $15 and said she'd Venmo the rest. She never did. A week later, I post a photo of brownies I made on Instagram. My DMs explode. 6 people asking if I take orders. I tell them it's just a hobby. They keep asking. Eventually, I say, fine. $20 for a dozen cupcakes, just covering ingredients. I get 4 orders for the next weekend. I spend about $80 at the grocery store. Butter, cream cheese, vanilla extract, food coloring, good chocolate. I bake for 6 hours on Saturday, frost everything Sunday morning, drive around delivering. 2 people Venmo me immediately. Sarah says she'll catch me next time. This girl Jessica, who I barely know, says $20 seems high for cupcakes and gives me $12. Between ingredients, packaging, and gas, I'm out almost $30. The next month, someone from my gym asks if I do birthday cakes. I say I can. She wants a 3-tier cake for her daughter. I quote $120, which is honestly just supplies and time. She says her budget is $60. I tell her I can't do a 3-tier cake for $60. She posts in our gym's Facebook group asking if anyone knows affordable bakers because some people charge way too much for simple cakes. I see it. They don't respond, but orders keep coming. My cousin wants cookies for a baby shower. My coworker wants cake pops for her team meeting. Sarah asks again, cupcakes for her other kid's birthday. So I sit down and actually do the math. I make a simple price sheet. $25 per dozen cupcakes, $15 per dozen cookies. Custom cakes start at $100. I put it in my Instagram bio. Sarah texts me, wait, you're charging me? I say, yes. She says, I thought we were friends. I say, we are. That's why it's $25 and not $40. She doesn't order. Here's where I get petty. I make a batch of incredible chocolate cupcakes with salted caramel filling. I bring them to book club, but only 6 for the 3 people who actually paid me before, and 3 others I genuinely like. Sarah notices, you didn't make enough for everyone. I say, these are for people who appreciate them. She asks what that means. I say, you still owe me $23 from your son's birthday. The room goes quiet. She says, I'm being ridiculous. I take a bite of my cupcake and don't respond. The next day, Jessica messages me asking for 2 dozen cupcakes for her daughter's soccer team. I tell her it's $50. She says, I gave you $12 last time and that was fine. I say, you gave me $12 for cupcakes that cost me more than that to make. She tells me, I'm running a business now and it's changed me. I block her. My coworker asks for cake pops. I say, sure, $30. She agrees. I make them. They're perfect. Chocolate dip, individually wrapped. At work, she hands me $20 and says that's all she has. I tell her I can't hand them over until the full $30 is paid. She says she'll bring the other 10 tomorrow. 3 days go by, nothing. So on Friday, I put the cake pops in the break room with a note saying, paid for, help yourself. She sees it happen. She says, that's hostile. I say, you still owe me $10. Sarah comments on a photo I post of a 3-tier cake I made. Fondant, flowers, the whole thing. Wow, wish I could afford your talents now. I reply, you can. My prices are in my bio. She deletes the comment. My cousin asks for cookies. I quote her $45 for 4 dozen. She says, family discount? I say, that is the family discount. You still owe me $30 from the baby shower. She says, I'm keeping track of things from months ago? I say, yeah, it's called a spreadsheet. Last week, Jessica posted in a local mom group asking for baker recommendations, adding, looking for someone who actually cares about people, not just money. I commented, you still owe me $8. She left the group. Now, when people ask if I bake, I say yes. When they ask for prices, I send the list. Half of them ghost me. The other half call me greedy. But my actual friends, the ones who paid on time, who said thank you, who didn't treat me like a free bakery, they're still getting cupcakes. Everyone else can buy grocery store.